my brother John's place down in Bald Head Island. And we're sitting there talking to each other. We're talking about how long do you coach? You know, what do you want? You know, what do you accomplish? You know, the same questions you're asking. We're talking to each other, but we really couldn't come up with anything definitive. So we asked the same question to our dad. Dad, you know, how long do you coach? You know, when do you know to stop coaching? And he said, I'll tell you, boys, here's what you do. You coach as long as you possibly can. You coach until you get to the point where you don't feel like you can coach another day. You can't make another script. You can't go out to the practice field. And that's when you know, when you get to that point, coach for 2 more years. So that's the advice I heed.
Earlier this year, when you guys were struggling to run in some games, you said it was one guy here, one guy there. One time it was 4 or 5. What did you see on Saturday night, and what can you do to fix it at this point?
What are you talking about? Fix what?
In the run game, and maybe get less plays that don't work, 3 yards or less.
Yeah. There's been these conversations, and there's football conversations about, you know, this all the time. You know, you recall last year there's a real emphasis on, could we throw the ball? You know, could we throw the ball downfield? And it was weekly that we addressed that in the press conference here. And then it got to the point where even last year, where, you know, teams were saying, we're going to stop the run, and we're going to make J.J. McCarthy beat us. And we've seen how that has worked out. So there's an ability to you could drop 8 or 9 and have a really good chance of you know, shutting down or eliminating a passing game. You could put 8, 9 in the box and have a really good chance. Safety's playing at linebacker depth, and you have a pretty good chance of shutting down the running game. But you know, you can do both, and you can do both effectively. You know, that's where you want to be as an offense, because, and then it's the old sports adage. You know, also one of my dad's favorites, my favorite. You know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So that's what I would say to that.
On the left, Michael.
Jim, as you prepare for Penn State, what have you seen about the way Drew Aller runs that offense and the way he's played this season?
Yeah, it's been good. You can see all the improvement. Just prototypical guy. You know, tall, smart, got great stature in the pocket, very athletic, strong. You know, he's hard to get down on the ground. You know, courage, stands in there and throws it. You know, he's an excellent quarterback.
On the left there, Tom.
With all the stuff off the field, I think you said that it was a motivator. What have you seen from the team? Are they angry? The players themselves, are they uniting around this, or what specifically have you seen from them?
Not really. What I've seen of our players, I think you know, what they do, no matter what happens. You know, what it is, what emotion they're feeling. You know, list one of the adjectives. I mean, they just work. They want to find some work, do some work. Some could be in their personal life. Something could be you know, in the game of football or school. You know, some kind of stressor or whatever, and you just go to work. Find some work, create some work for you to do. It clears the mind, it cleanses the soul, and a lot of times you get the clarity you need. Not every time, but a lot of the time you get the clarity you need, and bang, that's where we go from here. And then you have the benefit. You have the benefit of the work that you did, and it's always been my personal philosophy, and I see our players doing the same thing.